My parents gave my sister everything, until a lawyer handed me the papers proving I was the one who actually owned it all. For as long as I can remember, I was the family disappointment. Not just ignored, actively mocked. My parents literally called me the useless one. At dinner tables, family gatherings, anywhere they felt like reminding me I didn't measure up. My sister Claire, she was the golden child. Perfect grades, Yale acceptance, corporate prodigy. Every achievement came with celebration dinners and newspaper announcements. When I brought home straight A's, Mom would sigh and say, "You just don't have Claire's focus." I stopped competing, started working at a repair shop at 16, fixing engines and learning honest work. Dad called it wasting potential. Meanwhile, they bought Claire a convertible, paid for Yale, and handed her a VP position at Dad's company before she even graduated. By 27, she was CEO. The family legacy, golden and untouchable. Last year, they threw her a massive gala. Dad stood on stage and announced Claire would inherit everything. The $12.5 million estate, Lawson International, all of it. The crowd erupted. Mom cried. Claire glowed under the spotlight. I sat alone in the back row, wearing a suit I could barely afford to dry clean, watching my family celebrate a future I'd never be part of. Then someone tapped my shoulder. A man in a black suit I'd never seen before handed me a sealed envelope. "Mr. Lawson," he whispered, "your father forgot who really owns it all." Before I could respond, he disappeared into the crowd. Inside the envelope was my grandfather's original will, not the version Dad showed everyone after the funeral. This one was older, authentic, with legal seals and witness signatures. It named me as the rightful heir. Everything, the company, the trusts, the estate, was supposed to go to the grandchild who demonstrates character and independence, not entitlement. My name was written right there in Grandpa's handwriting. Turns out, Dad had been embezzling for years through shell companies, using Claire's signature to hide the paper trail. My grandfather knew he would. That's why he left documentation of everything. Receipts, emails, financial records proving the fraud. When I tried asking my parents about it, they shut me down immediately. Dad called me paranoid. Mom told me to stop living in the past. Then my apartment got broken into. The documents were stolen, but Grandpa had planned for that too. He'd left backup copies with his old lawyer and in a storage unit registered under a fake name. He knew Dad would try to bury the truth, so I went quiet, disappeared from their radar. Spent 2 years building my own engineering company from nothing, working 16-hour days, reinvesting every dollar. On the side, I hired a financial consultant who helped me quietly buy back shares of Lawson International through proxy investors. My father never noticed because he still saw me as useless. By the time I was done, I owned 51% of the company, legally, silently. At their next annual gala, I walked in wearing a tailored suit. No one recognized me at first. Dad was on stage bragging about securing the family's future for decades. I stepped forward, handed the lead board member a folder, and said loud enough for everyone to hear, "Those are the new shareholder reports. As of this afternoon, Lawson International has a new majority owner." The room went dead silent. Dad laughed nervously. "That's impossible," I shrugged. "Check the state registry. Filed and approved." His face drained of color. Claire looked like she'd seen a ghost. The board member confirmed it, then stood up and resigned on the spot. Under the bylaws, the majority shareholder has full control. 2 other directors followed. Dad tried to fight it in court, but the evidence was airtight. Every fraudulent signature, every hidden account, every illegal meeting, all documented in Grandpa's files. The judge ruled in my favor. Within months, Dad lost everything. The estate got repossessed by the bank. Claire's reputation collapsed. The golden legacy they built on lies crumbled completely. Last week, I got a letter from Dad. His handwriting was shaky. "You won. Protect the name. Don't become me." I burned it in my fireplace that night, not out of hatred, but because I didn't need his permission anymore. I rebuilt the company the right way. Transparent operations, fair wages, ethical leadership. Profits rose.